Right. Another thing that comes up a lot with meditation is I can't get rid of the thoughts in my mind. They're coming up and they're disturbing me during my meditation. And what I'd like to say about that is that's also completely normal. You are never going to clear your mind of the thoughts. They are there and they will continue to be there. What happens over time with your practice is that they don't disturb you as much. And indeed, you can sit for a long stretch of time eventually where you don't notice your thoughts much at all. So what we're working with is the art of detachment. So really detaching from the thoughts that constantly plague us. And if you look at what stresses you, what causes you anxiety or upset and worry in your day, you'll notice that it is this interplay with your mind. It is your thoughts constantly bombarding you with things you should do, things you shouldn't do, judgments of others, opinions of others. It's a dialogue that's ongoing all of the time. And it's draining, and it's fatiguing, and it's stressful, and it does lead to anxiety. So during your meditation, if your thoughts are appearing, that's normal. Don't feel like you're not doing the meditation correctly because your thoughts appear. There is no right or wrong way to do meditation. Just know that it's a practice, and over time, you will begin to tune in more to your body. And during this series, we will work on those things that will help you focus more on finding that inner silence. And then that will make the thoughts that appear less disturbing or less provoking, if you will. Because they do appear, and they really want us to engage with them. And what you're going to learn to do is that your thoughts will become second place. You'll be so focused on your breath or other things happening in your body that your thoughts will begin to drift away without demanding as much of your attention. Another thing that comes up is, well, I just can't sit. I'm not comfortable sitting. My hip hurts, my knee hurts, my legs fall asleep, my feet fall asleep. So what I'll say is there is a video here with hip openers. So it's very good if you work on hip openers before you're sitting for a longer period of time. You can even do them if you're sitting for a couple of minutes, but make yourself comfortable. So if you're more comfortable sitting in a chair to begin with your back upright and your feet firmly on the floor, by all means, start with that. If you are choosing to sit on the floor, prop yourself up on pillows, on blankets, make yourself comfortable. And of course, if you're sitting for a longer period of time and you do notice that a knee is aching or a limb is falling asleep and it's beginning to really distract you, there's nothing that says that you cannot very quietly change position. You just do it in a way that's very gentle and doesn't bring you out of that meditative state that you're reaching. Something else I want to mention about this meditation series is that it's for you to take at your own pace. It's your practice. There is not a learning objective. There is not a level that you're supposed to reach. It's completely for you to experience in your own time and at your own pace. So I don't want to start by saying that this is a 10-part series that you will, at the end of 3 weeks, be on the 10th video, and then you'll have arrived. That's really not the point or the objective. Doing these mindfulness practices are all about experience, what you experience. And it will be different for all of us. So the only thing you really need to do is to show up. Sit down and close your eyes and do the length that feels appropriate for you. And if you find that after doing one video a couple of times, you feel you can delve into this a bit longer, then go to the next video. But don't feel pressure that you're supposed to be going from one video to the next in a certain time frame, or that other people are ahead of you. There's absolutely no performance objective when it comes to your meditation or when it comes to mindfulness. The only thing is your experience. So I guess the only thing I could say is, as you begin this meditation practice, already from your first video, you can just notice how you feel before. So when you sit down, when you come to your chair or to your mat, notice how you're feeling. And then when you're finished, notice how you're feeling. So as you progress through, or as you practice more, even if you do the first video 10 times in the next 3 weeks, just notice how you felt when you sat down and how you felt when you opened your eyes again when it was over. You can reach a point when maybe you're sitting a little bit longer, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, when that comes for you. If that comes for you in the next 3 weeks, that's fine, that's great. You might want to write something when you're finished. Some people like to meditate, and then when they come out, just sort of freely write about what they experienced. Again, this is not something that you have to do. It's completely okay to just be aware of what you have experienced. So awareness is the key, and experience is the key. What have you experienced? And that's it. So keep it simple. Keep it in a level or a pace that is working for you. And that is really maybe one of the major lessons in mindfulness in general.